And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cache the Line. I hope you are enjoying your day and you're in chat. Say hello if you are. And yeah, I mean, what a day. Okay. A couple of short, quick things to announce first. Geo-vlogmas is going to be starting up on December 13th, so stay tuned for that. That's a daily 12 days of geocaching videos and 12 days of prizes and giveaways, so watch for news about that on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. There's also been just a recent announcement that I started off for patrons for the first prize. So if you become a patron or you are a patron by November 30th, then you can participate in the first little contest to win a big prize. Got 3 prizes up for grabs. It's a full year of Geocaching Premium membership, a full year of Project GC membership, and a t-shirt from my merch store at Teespring. So if you're not a patron, go check it out, patreon.com/cachetheline. And if you are, then follow the instructions. There is a post on Patreon and shared on social media so that you can check out what to do, what the instructions are, and get involved and have some fun. We got this 2020. And on that note, well, did I already say that? I think I did. Other contests for the other 11 days will be starting on December 1st, so watch social media and pay attention to all that. And so, let's get started with our big special guests. These guys are awesome. They are a dynamic duo on the other side of the world. This is Canada right here. We're on the north side. They are on the south side, almost, I don't know how opposite to Canada they are, but pretty close. They are early morning, so let's see if they're in good condition. Hello, it's the Curious Kiwis. Hello, are you awake? Good morning! It is 8 a.m. where you are right now?
It is 3 minutes past 8 in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, get the stretches out. Yeah. Well, it's good to see you. This is actually the first time that we've talked live, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Actually is.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been a guest on Geocaching Vlogger one time, I think. Yep. So yeah, participated there and got to say hi and everything. But first time in person, well, in person, virtual in person.
As good as it gets for now.
So how have you been holding up with all of the stuff down in New Zealand compared to the rest of the world?
Good. It's been great. I mean, I think we're one of the freest countries in the world right now with regards to COVID, I guess you could say.
I think we have like two cases maybe?
No, we've got like 70-something active cases. But
but those are imported via...
yeah, we don't have any of our own cases kind of thing, so yeah.
But you guys you're still happy. You're obviously smiling. And...
Oh, yeah. First time of the morning here.
I was trying to figure out the first time that I watched. You've been doing, how long have you been doing geocaching videos now? I think it was about maybe
just over 2 years?
2 years?
Yeah.
2 months?
Yeah, because I think the first video that I watched, I was just doing a search for geocaching videos on YouTube and came across this new couple that were doing geocaching stuff, and they did their first geocaching video, their first geocache. And it was a 2-parter, and I think I commented on the second one, and that was the first time that I watched it. That was 2 years ago. I think it was September 2018.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. I remember that day because we were going to go out geocaching 2 weeks before that, and the day we decided to go geocaching, they did maintenance on the site. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we had to wait another 2 weeks to go, so it was so frustrating.
Your audio is a little bit echoey. Your audio, so I don't know if your microphone is close.
We can try just to double check, but
we haven't done this in so long. It's like a bit of a.
How is it now? Is it different? Echo 1, 2, 3.
We could try it for a bit. Yeah, it's still off frame. If you got a microphone above, you can bring it down some still, but.
Let's see, because there's like this microphone. I mean, I think everyone has it, so you might know it, but it has like these icons on it, and I have no clue.
This is what happens at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Totally, and we're in an empty room, so there's nothing in here. It's just
yeah.
So
because we're still amidst a renovation that's taking a long time. So this is going to be our future office, though, where we will be streaming from and all that stuff, and our green screen and all that. Yeah,
but proper setup, not fine. Yes.
Yeah, but nothing here yet. So yeah. A bit of an echo on the toilet.
And you had that whole room prepped with all the lights at the back and everything. It was all set up for a great presentation. I was looking forward to that. Oh.
But that's been taken over by plants.
Oh. So I also had this being Canadian, I was looking at some New Zealand stuff, so kind of a little bit of a game to throw out throughout our little chat here, to see how much you know of New Zealand slang.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's Australian, but then there's New Zealand. I don't know how similar they are, but I did a little bit of research.
But if you look them up,
especially when it's dogs.
So, Cache Canada still says their sound is okay, a bit echoey, but they are less laggy than me.
Hey.
I'm using another piece of software, so there might be a delay between the video and the audio. But okay, so slang number 1. See if you know this. And I'll say it. I don't know if it's the right pronunciation. I'll just say it and see if you get it.
This is the best part.
Chur cuz?
Chur cuz, yeah. Like,
chur cuz.
It means like all good, bro, or like, you know, like chur, bro, chur cuz. Yeah. All good, mate. Like
chur. Just like
chur.
Like
chur. Yeah.
It came from a. It came from a list of New Zealand slang, and some of them I think I've heard before, but I picked up. What was that? So this definition, what does it say? Is how's it going, bro? Or how's it going, bro? Basically means the same thing. It's just asking how you're doing. Although it can, the Kiwi slang rarely refers to an actual brother or cousin.
I could just be a friend or whatever.
Just that minor little detail. So what is it that you guys do for a living?
I recently switched jobs. I now work at a boarding kennel in Cattery, and they also do like imports of cats and dogs. So I get to play with puppies all day.
Oh. That's why you're always so chippy and happy.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a web developer. And I work at a hardware store also.
The hardware store. That explains a lot of your handiwork, your construction, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys are from where originally? Because I would assume that one of you is New Zealand.
I'm from New Zealand.
That's the real Kiwi. I'm from the Netherlands. So, which is actually almost like what you're saying, like on the other side of the world. The Netherlands is actually almost on the other side of the world. The actual pinpoint is in Spain, but it's on the same, how do you say that?
Okay.
I'm lying. Whatever it is.
Yeah, because Netherlands isn't close to here. It's like it's on the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Because you have 2 geocaches live now, I think, that you own.
Yeah.
And
for now.
For now. And because you made a couple of videos for constructing one of them, and that was like a really cool stump. Can you talk about that one? Can you explain that one?
Yeah, that's totally his deal, so I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, well, one is a stump and one is a fish. The stump is like a fairy tree garden kind of thing. So it has like these fairy lights in it and mushrooms.
Yeah, it's got like grass a little bit. It's like a little fairy house inside of the tree stump with like lights, and you can click on the lights and click off the lights. And they recently got a revamp. Yeah,
indeed, it's high maintenance. It's a high maintenance cache.
Yeah.
Recently I upgraded it. Instead of only having lights inside, now it has like all these twinkling lights on the outside. Which is great. It still hasn't been found since
we put it out again.
Which was last week. So who knows this weekend?
Yeah.
This weekend it will be a week. So we also have another cache, which is which is a fish I made out of a tree stump. Actually, I carved it out, and you have to fish it out of a tree. The original idea was because of gestation tuna from all your states.
The United States, not my states.
Your states.
The United. But yeah, he's from the U.S. California, actually. California, that's where he's from. And he sent a trackable out to us, and we sent a trackable out to him, and it's like a trackable race. Which trackable is gonna arrive first?
I think neither has left either country yet.
No, because,
so it could be a while.
Because of the whole Corona situation.
Yeah,
they're going nowhere. They're just traveling in their own country. Yeah,
it's kind of surrounding.
Yep.
But it's fun to watch that as they move, though. At least you can see. Yes, a couple of my adventure vials are doing the same thing. Launched over in the UK. Some of them have traveled, but a lot of them are just still kind of. A couple of them are just hovering around that same area.
Yeah.
It's like, go out, move somewhere, put it in a hotel. Yeah, and that recent video, I think the last one, where he put out the geocaching maintenance video on that stump.
Yeah.
That's like this. I commented on that. The spider owned that thing.
Yeah.
Because it had been sitting in our garage for at least a month also before we got to it, because life is nuts. And it had just made those like spider webs, and we're like, ooh, I'm gonna come out of that. It was so nasty.
I was always fascinated as a kid with those the wolf spider with that little platform and the hole that it hides down in.
Oh yeah. And it's like
but I don't remember them ever being that size, that large.
Yeah, it was pretty big. It was hard to get the size of it on the camera. It kind of looks like tiny in some shots, and then others it just looks large. But it was just the way it like creeps over the bag. Like,
Australians would probably say like,
yeah,
that's not big because they have huge spiders there. But for
us, that was
for us, it was pretty big.
Now, was that the one that had all the little babies on the back, or was it just a spider?
It was just a spider. I kind of thought there might be, but it was just I know, right?
That thing is super creepy.
It was.
Yeah.
So your channel is now geocaching. Before that, what was it that you made videos of? Like, was it a themed channel, or was it just like personal random stuff?
It was actually like a sort of personal YouTube channel that I just chucked stuff on, like
videos you
a
had,
washing machine or
fun stuff, but wasn't good enough for like a full channel on its own.
Yeah. And then I decided it to become my plane spotting channel for my plane spotting videos that were not good enough for my big channel. I have a very big plane spotting channel where I put all my very good videos on, and the bad videos went on this channel.
The second channel.
Yeah. But yeah, then we started geocaching and be like, oh well, we're gonna upload it to that channel, and well, that video was pretty successful. We were like, okay, well, using this one then. Yeah.
Because out of curiosity, I looked at your most popular video.
Oh,
do you know which one it is? It's the video of an LG washing machine just playing its tune, and that's it. It's like 1.1 million views.
Like, what the heck? And if you look at the comments, people are like making like thinking of their own lyrics for the music, and trying to figure out what the music is from, and people be like, oh, I'm playing this to my mom, and just to fool her that the washing machine is done. And
it's funny because at my new job we have like washing machines to store dog beds and stuff in, and it goes off and it has almost the same tune every time, and I'm like, he's playing the video. He's playing the video.
Is it okay if I play it on the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can get this working, because it's catchy and everything. Let me get this on here. Share audio.
Oh, this will have lots of energy for them. Yeah.
I just one day decided, like, oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna share it on YouTube. 2 years now. I think 2012.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We're getting home, man.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly the same as it was.
You think
And that's
So
where all our
random.
ideas come from. Yay!
I can't believe it. Yeah, that's. It's good to have a video like that on your channel. It has so many views.
Totally, it helps a lot.
So, how with all this COVID stuff that's going on, how have you handled geocaching throughout that? Obviously, you haven't been out finding too many, but
really
Yeah.
bad. We haven't been out caching for months and months and months. Oh no, wait. What's the
We
last
went to
time?
Embry Park about a month ago. I think that was the last time we went out dedicated geocaching. And it's funny because it's not COVID that's actually stopped us geocaching. It's work and other life stuff getting in the way of going geocaching. Every time we have like a day off together, because now it's 1 day a week, which is today, we've got like stuff to do. Like today we're going to build a greenhouse and we've got some house cleaning and stuff to do. So it's actually not COVID itself that's prevented us from caching, which is interesting.
Yeah.
To say the least.
and it's not like regulations that are stopping you from going outside either. It's just
No, there's nothing. We've only got
Okay.
mandatory masks on public transport. And we don't have public transport.
we have Curious Kiwi withdrawal. We need that energy.
I don't think we're Curious Kiwis.
Another thing that I love about your videos is that you pretty much use the same audio, the same soundtrack, the same background music in every video. It's like you just know it's a Curious Kiwi video because it's got that same music.
Totally, it's like an association. Yeah, we can make it up. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you guys,
A happy song and it has a fast-ish pace in it, so it doesn't slow down the video, which in our view keeps the interest a little bit, like keeps the interest.
And it's also a little bit dorky, and we're a little bit dorky.
Yeah.
it fits perfectly. You're dorky. Yeah, and it's a good beat and a good rhythm that you can cut and you can do all your stuff however you want to, and it still flows well.
Yeah.
So you guys have also been the ambassadors for the New Zealand Mega, the NZ Mega.
Yeah.
NZ Mega. I gotta say Z, but I say Z all the time. NZ Mega.
Z or
Yeah.
hopefully that's gonna. I mean, for New Zealand we can, but for the rest of the world, it probably
The event might have to shrink a little bit if
Depends.
things don't go well.
Yeah.
I don't think it will go if the situation is exactly the same as this year, though, because you can't invite anyone from outside New Zealand.
Yeah, that either have to shrink it big time or.
And it's a mega, like.
Yeah, it can't be a mega with like.
With
200
just
people.
Kiwis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Organized, so I
I don't know.
I think you've got a big enough community. I think you can keep it a mega just from New Zealand.
Hopefully,
Kiwis.
I mean that would be the plan. If the borders aren't open, we'd obviously do as much as we can to get as many people as we can. But it I might have to shrink it a little bit.
Yeah, and maybe if you I don't know what Rick and Lynn, the Geo Rick, the other New Zealand geo-vloggers, if they're participating or helping out at all, but I'm sure that they could also help to spread the word.
Totally,
Are they in the same area of New Zealand as you?
Yeah, they're about I'd say a 30-minute to 40-minute drive north of us. So they're still in Auckland. They're just on the north side, and we're on the south side. So pretty close.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that still comes around for 2021. I'm sure. I'm thinking it might get to the point where the events could run. Whether people can come over the borders, who knows? But
it just comes to a point where it's like, okay, we're just gonna do it now. Like how long do you wait? It's a shame, but how long do you wait? You're gonna hold it at some point, and hopefully it still stays about a 5-minute walk from my house. So.
And I feel like I want to spill that I was really looking forward to making the New Zealand Mega this year as well. But that didn't work out.
We were at our house and we were doing like our bedrooms first so we could like set them up for like you guys to come over and stay with us, and then no, it's not happening, so at least
and this would have been either your or Joshua's bedroom where we're sitting right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're watching or listening and you didn't know, I had kind of kept a secret. Joshua, the geocaching vlogger, announced that he was going to be coming to the New Zealand Mega, and I was keeping my little travels on a hush hush. But I was hoping to make it a nice big surprise. Alas, it did not come to fruition. So maybe next year, hopefully.
Yeah, well, at least the rooms are ready now.
For a whole year.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting for you, like,
Yeah. Well, hopefully that all works out.
Yeah.
We got to do another slang here.
Ooh,
What about?
Shall I try?
Okay, this one was really weird. When I looked at that, I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Wanna hiding.
Oh, you try.
No, I don't know that one. No, I don't.
Want hiding?
Hiding? It's probably for like if you want like meth. No.
No. Drugs here. Okay.
No.
Want hiding? It means, do you want to get beaten up?
Oh. What?
Oh. Like as in, wanna hiding, bro?
Yeah. Want hiding?
I learned something.
Give you hiding. Yeah. Yeah.
So wanna hiding. This is one of the Kiwi phrases you never want to hear. If someone comes up to you on the street in New Zealand and asks this, it does not mean they want to play hide and go seek. It means they want to know if you want to fight them. Hiding.
Oh, good to know.
So he just walks down the street, want hiding? He goes, yes, 1, 2.
Yeah, don't close your eyes. He's gonna have to take you out.
That would stop in the tech though, because it'd be like, oh, he's weird. No, oh, that's funny.
That's slang, man.
Yeah, love it. It's great. You know what? I would actually love to hear you say some Kiwi words, some Maori words.
Yeah, because there's how much influence is there in your language with the Maui? Like, is it
more and more?
Yeah, they're trying to bring it out more. Like the news presenters are starting to use Te Reo more. Like when they're doing the news, they're trying to make it compulsory language in schools as well, because it's not compulsory. I don't even think they taught a little bit when I was in school, but
you said Te Reo really quick. People would be like,
what is that?
Te Reo
is the Maori language. It's called Te Reo Maori, so it's T-E-R-E-O Maori. Te Reo Maori.
T-E-R-O. Is it as prolific as, like, say, French is in Canada or Spanish in the United States? Like that kind of a second language? Or is it just kind of
quite separated? But I would say in regards to place names in New Zealand, I would say about 80% of place names are Maori or have an influence.
Yeah.
And
like a lot of businesses, especially government organizations, have their name in English and the name in Te Reo.
Yeah.
So in that regard, it's basically the same.
Yeah. But in everyday
life, not that much.
Like you can't go to Macca's and see the menu in Maori, you know what I mean? Like
Macca's. Speaking of Macca's, I got some. This is not a sponsored video.
Oh, we wish it was a sponsored video.
Happy Meal.
We don't even get the boxes.
It's got all the Looney Tunes on it and everything.
Ooh, we don't even get the boxes. You get like a little.
But that's only for a Happy Meal, isn't it?
Yeah,
this is just a Happy Meal.
Boxes for Happy Meals, but like normal. Did you get Happy Meal?
Oh, Happy Meals aren't just for kids.
No, rude.
I just got a cheeseburger, and a muffin and a donut.
Muffin?
Yeah, it's a fruit and fiber. It's a healthy muffin from McDonald's or from Macca's.
Healthy from McDonald's?
I mean, McCafe. They have
A
muffins.
donut.
Oh, yeah. I would take. What is? Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is the most popular item on the McDonald's menu in Canada? Would you say?
Is this something that you've looked up statistically, or are you just asking for an opinion?
It's just purely curiosity. Or is it like a Canadian specialty at McDonald's? You know how different McDonald's around the world have different like items for specific countries? have one of
That's
those?
a good question. Because whenever I look at the menu, it's always the same stuff, so I'm not quite sure if there's something that is specific to Canada.
We have
Um,
a kiwi burger, so it's got like an egg, beetroot, like it's very like a kiwi homemade burger kind of thing.
well, we've got hamburgers, cheeseburgers, quarter pounders, double
Oh,
quarter pounder BLT.
it's not even after the breakfast menu yet in New Zealand.
I can have Macca's any day, anytime. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. We can
This is
order
seriously
it.
not a sponsored video. Yeah, I'm not sure. They have occasional specials with different kind of things, but I think they had an Angus at one point as well,
Yeah.
and I found that some restaurants have slightly different menus as well. I guess it depends on how large they are and who the owner is and everything.
Interesting. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll keep it in mind if we ever go to Canada, which we hope to go to Canada.
Speaking of New Zealand language and words, do you know the longest location name in the world?
Yes, but do not ask me to pronounce it. Wait a minute. I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to do my best. Oh, you're bringing it up? Yes. Okay. Oh, I have to look at it closer. Hang on a minute.
See, I don't.
It's like in a random place by itself, so you have to drive like an hour or 2 hours just to get there and then go back. So it's like.
Just to help you out, the WH pronounces.
Is it like it?
That helps. Look at that. That's so helpful.
Tonalana hakalanga hanga ka uau tama teotura puka kapa kimoanga horo nuku pokai fen kita tahu.
Say it saved your life. You're welcome.
That's unbelievable.
Crazy, right? It takes just as long to drive there to see it as it does to pronounce it.
You know what the most horrible thing in the world is? There is no geocache at that sign. There's a
Right,
geocache
yes.
to it, but there's no geocache at that sign.
Somebody's got to do that.
Wrong. It won't even fit on my phone. Look at that. Wait, it's going like off the edge and it doesn't even fit on my phone. Look at that. Is that like a joke? Look at that. See?
Yeah, I mean, there's Adventure Labs and Virtuals now. Somebody's got to put something there. Not even if it's not even physical, there's got to be something.
They could put like the longest cache in the world there. That would be fun.
Yeah, it is on our list to go to and just
100%.
make a video about the place.
It'll just be an hour of us going.
But you know what? If you get permission, you could potentially put like the longest cache in the world. Just put it at the base of the sign, like a long tube.
Yeah.
And then maybe put a seam along the sides, so you've got to like push it from one end to the other to get it out, and then
With a magnet.
Or you have to have like a little microphone.
or a magnet. Yeah.
To pronounce it right for it to open.
A maze. Make it a maze.
A
The
maze.
hidden maze.
Oh, that was great.
Somebody's got to do that.
Might be able.
It's too far away to have a cache there.
But we can't go overseas now, so it might be an option. We're going to go somewhere at some point.
You can travel all around New Zealand right now, right? Or do you have?
Yeah, no restrictions. So.
Yeah, because in Canada, a lot of the provinces have their own restrictions. No cross-border travel, just
Yeah,
within Canada. So.
How do they like police that? Are there like police stops at the borders? Like, what? How does that work?
I would think that it's more like if there's any kind of issue or you get reported, then you can get fined. Because when you cross a provincial border, there's no fencing, there's no guards or anything. You just don't want to risk it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
We're like, what?
So how is Canada doing with the cases though? Like
Yeah, actually, you guys may not care about that.
It's on the news. It's either about New Zealand, Australia, or the US. That's it. The rest-
And New Zealand was top of the news for a while because it's like, oh, they're like the cleanest places, and then something it happened. Yeah, so
We're like, we're on the news.
I think we're kind of on par with everybody else. The case numbers are still going up right now, and it's kind of interesting because Ontario, we have like a color-coded color-coded style of lockdowns right now. So it's kind of like we're in a semi-open but there's sub breaks like yellow, orange, and red. So when it seems like it's getting worse and worse, red is still, well, restaurants are open, but very, very small, or I have to look at them again, but we're kind of hovering, different counties are hovering between those different levels. And it kind of makes sense because Ontario is just this huge province with so many like urban cores, high urban areas such as Toronto and Ottawa and London and stuff, and but then so many just rural forests and parks and counties with towns that you got to drive hours to get to and stuff. So it's a wide range of civilization to try to manage. So it kind of makes sense.
That's funny. I was just thinking, I asked about how do you police, the borders and all that. When Auckland had a lockdown about 2 months ago because there were a couple of our second community outbreak, which was like 10 people. You literally have one road out of the city and one road out of the city north. So we had one police stop on each side of the city, and every single car got stopped and turned around if they didn't have like an exemption. Yep. So we literally had one road to police, which is so hard.
Which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing to police it, but it's a bad thing when something bad happens here and you have to run.
Like if Rangitoto erupted,
which is a mountain.
Put it nicely, and all stuff.
And it's not a mountain, sorry, it's a volcano. And it's only like 20 kilometers away from us. So if it's like erupts, then we're screwed.
You may as well stop swimming.
Yeah, like that volcano that recently erupted just off the coast. The White Island, yeah. Is it still off limits right now, or is it?
I actually saw an article in the news online a little while ago that the alert level went up again to, I think it was the same as what it was before it erupted, because it was actually it was higher than like no risk, but it wasn't like, there's going to be an eruption. It was just a complete random, like, here it goes, boom, and they didn't have a chance to even think about it, so we actually go up a little bit like a week or a month ago or so.
Wow.
It's constantly stealing
stuff. So. It's not safe anymore. I don't think they will be taking visitors to the island anytime soon because of what happened. Yeah. You get like, it's a high risk.
It's a high risk, and they do tell you that, and before you get on the boat or on the plane or whatever. But
I mean, it's a volcano, so
people will be careful and don't want to go anymore because it happened once. Like there's always been that risk, but it just didn't happen once. Now people are too scared. So I'd go.
Yeah. I was trying to find it again on the map because I was trying to remember if there were geocaches on there or not.
There was. South, keep going south.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Southwest.
Yeah, there. Yeah, there's Whakatane.
Oh. To the west. To the west.
Nope,
to the west. Oh, sorry.
East. East and west is still east and west, down south, right?
And then a little bit
south. South of that peninsula.
Oh.
There's like a kind of like a street shape.
No, that's
keep going.
Mare Island. Oh, no.
Keep going.
Yeah. There it is.
Matiti? Matakana?
Maybe there somewhere, isn't it?
Matakana Island, no,
maybe zoom out a little bit.
I wonder if this will work. White Island. And there it is. There's the big blast hole.
The big blast hole. You're a blast hole.
That thing just erupted. That was crazy. That is, okay, it's smaller than I thought it was. Yeah.
It's tiny. It's quite tiny. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no geocaches on there. Or if there were, they're archived.
They disabled them all, yeah.
Yeah.
But as you can see, even on this map photo, it is smoking. It's active all the time.
It's currently smoking.
Yeah.
It's constantly smoking.
Yeah, so it's a big risk going there because it can erupt anytime, basically. Yeah. It's just the risk you're taking.
Yeah. And you get told that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that there were people on there when it erupted.
It's such poor timing.
Yeah. Always be careful with those volcanoes.
They still haven't found two of them. Yeah. Sad.
Okay, let's do another slang. Okay. This one I like because it was very similar to something else. Okay. Pakaroo.
One more time.
That sounds
Pakaroo.
Packaroo.
Pakaroo.
Pakaroo. Pakaroo.
Packaroo.
Pakaroo.
That sounds Australian. I have no idea
Pakaroo
what that
sounds
is.
Australian.
Okay, so here's an example. Mum, the TV is Pakaroo.
Broken.
How do you spell it? Might be your pronunciation.
Pakaru.
Oh, I know what it means. Oh, Packaroo. I know what that means. It's stuffed. To put it politely, it's stuffed.
He's looking it up.
Packaroo. It's broken. It's Maori. That's why I was confused. Packaroo.
So, stuffed, or in other words, another of the Maori phrases commonly used throughout New Zealand. This Maori word is often used when something is broken.
It's Packaroo.
Learning every day.
Buckaroo. Okay, so there was one other news item that came up recently. It was before the pandemic. You guys partnered with GeoRick to place a plaque.
Yes. Oh, that seems so long ago.
It feels like a year.
It seems like yesterday, but it was so long ago.
Yeah. Good old times.
So what was the plaque for, and is there a cache there?
Well, it's a virtual cache. It's a virtual cache. So the plaque itself is the virtual cache. So you go and take a picture with it, and that's the cache. But there is a couple of caches. There's like a bike trail that goes past it. So it's kind of in combination with that. So it's where the first cache in New Zealand was placed.
Mm.
Yeah.
And how was that? That was the second one that was outside, or the first one that was outside of
First
the
outside
United
the
States.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of a big deal.
And for you.
Oh, I'm gonna go get the plaque.
Wait, you gotta get
right. So, are you guys still selling the geocoins to help fundraise for the mega, or are they all sold out?
I don't know. They might have sold out by now, I think. I don't know, actually, if they're still there. But have a look. People on geocoins.nz. Geocoins.nz. Because there might be still some geocoins left. Because there's never enough money for an NZ Mega.
Yeah, I think there's still a few left. I think this is like geocaching boxes with this
Geo goodies.
full of promise and hope. Where are they? Oh, I see them. Okay. It's like Mary Poppins' bag. Look at me go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we got all three. I think that's it. Exciting
That
stuff.
box looks so interesting.
I can't remember which
I
is
haven't
which.
looked inside that box for like months.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna make like a board of all our geo coins and pathtags and put it behind us for our live
Oh
stream.
yes, display case. That's good.
So this is, I think this was the cheapest one. Let's hold her up.
That's cool. Yeah, so that's like a replica of the plaque itself.
Yes, yeah, it's like an exact replica, but just mini size, fun size. So that is one of them, and then there is this one. This one was next. This is the bronze one. I'll hold them up together so you can. Oh, this is hard. This is like mirrored. And this is the cheapest one, and then there's this one here, and then hold up the gold one if I go that way. Ta-da.
There's a screenshot. Yeah. So I just asked if those were still being sold to help fundraise for the mega. Are they still around, still available, or are they?
Yeah, they're still available on geocoins.co.nz or geocoins.nz.
Geocoins.nz, but I think he has both domain names. So whether you type in .co.nz or
It'll come up, yeah. Geocoins.nz. There we go.
Geocoins.nz. Awesome. Because they're still on for next year, so any kind of funds they can get.
Exactly.
Crossing fingers that borders are open.
Yes, that is the main thing. That would be amazing. Well, we have our first
But the last newsletter, the organization from the NZ Mega, they said still paying stuff out of their own. How do you say that? Out of their own pocket.
Yeah, indeed.
So yeah, the funds are still needed.
I think
Very
we
much.
bought everything they've had for sale. We bought pathtags, the
Everything,
supporters packs,
Yep.
geocoins, all the geocoins.
Mm.
We're trying.
There are going to be so many events next year. It's just going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're even, still in a little bit of tea, should I spill some tea?
Oh, Seattle?
Yeah.
Spill it.
We
Spill the beans.
We planned on going to Seattle. We had flights almost booked. We had an itinerary. We had everything. The day we were going to book, they shut the borders. Like the day we were going to book, they shut the borders. So we were going to just show up and like surprise people and like put out a video like the day we left, like, hey, we're coming, surprise. But
Yeah. You know how it feels. Yeah. Well, that would have been good. Yeah, and I think that would have been even better because I think that was going to be pretty much potentially the biggest geocaching event with that 20-year celebration in Seattle.
Yeah, we were going to like go up there as well and go to like Banff.
See your beautiful country.
Go to like Banff and all that.
Not my beautiful country.
Your beautiful country.
Oh, for Geo Woodstock, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's my country. That's the Canada.
Buy some people. Yeah.
Let's try. Okay, here's another short slang. See if you know this one. Scucks.
Skunks fruit.
That's deluxe.
You look scucks today.
You look scuxford.
I think it's just like shite, isn't it?
What? No?
No, like effed up. Like.
No.
Like, oh,
You guys look scucks today.
Well, what is it?
You look scucks deluxe.
I mean, English is my second language, but today it was
Oh,
not my third language.
All I hear is scucks isn't Tereo.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, what is it?
This NZ slang word has many meanings. The most popular is when someone looks cool or trendy. Sometimes it can be that person is looking hot.
Or it can also mean you look bad, or you look scummy, or you look a little bit rough today. Like it has both meanings.
I could see that. Sick is the way to go. You look sick.
Do you know Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto, yeah.
Vice City?
Vice City. I've never played it, but I know it, yeah.
Oh, dang it. The ads in there, you just like sounded like the ads in Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Gotta have the right voice.
She doesn't like it.
So do you guys have any other videos in the works, or are you just kind of taking a break for now?
Well, we're gonna try.
Involuntarily.
If we have time to go out and go geocaching, we will. But I mean, like I said, we have one day off together now to do stuff, and my plant stuff is getting quite big now, so I'm trying to work on that as well. So it's I don't know, we might go out maybe next week or something when we have a day off. And I'm still at my new job, so I'm trying to convince the boss to let me have more days off on the days I want them. So it's just working things out. But, yeah, it'll be a random, spontaneous trip. There's nothing like planned, so.
Yeah. Well, let's check back some of the comments and see if there's anybody here who you know from New Zealand who decided to join. We got Chris H. wanted to join the discussion about the plaque and the coins, but I was on my mobile and couldn't comment.
But he runs GeoCoins.
And
yes.
the organization of the
That
whole
is
event. Yep.
Awesome. Well, it's good to have you here. Jonathan Hunt 3R79 says, "Good evening and greetings from the UK." Not quite NZ.
Good evening. How's your day going today?
That's good, isn't it?
Hello. Good day.
How's it going?
We're crossing our countries here. Geocache Ken says Manitoba has the color code as well, which I get. Yeah, I think I heard that one. Manitoba is next to Ontario, and it's kind of on a strict lockdown, and same with the East Coast provinces. So we're kind of Ontario's stuck in the middle, can't really go either way except for very special circumstances. Whereas apparently Dalton and the Girls says in New Jersey everything is limited on what you can do. I think that's pretty much across the board. Everybody's got some kind of limitation to some degree.
Yeah, 100%.
Turtle Lady, LADI or Laddie 1020 says McRib is seasonal in St. Louis.
McRib. Oh, we've had that before, I think, but like one.
Yeah, we've had that here as well. But yeah, it's not a regular menu item. And we got Houston, Texas. Dave, car cam clips. Joshua sent me here. Cacher for life. Woohoo! And Geocacher Ken is in the house. Cache Canada is here. Let me say. Oh yeah, we got some. Should we share some tags to discover?
Do the Kiwis still have path tags for the NZ Mega? We have them. I can dig through my path tag bag and try and find heavy. It's heavy.
Love the feel of a good path tag bag. The path tag bag.
Let's try and find them. We have literally bags and bags of tags.
Is that a new path tag you got?
No, this is
the same?
all of the tags that everyone sent us for our path tag swap.
Ah, right. Nice.
Rebel in there. Who else? We've got Geocaching Vlogger. He's in there. So that's that bag.
Gonna have to get a new one in there shortly because I just picked up some more as well. And this is kind of a little bit of a news scoop too. The brand new 2020 Cache the Line. It doesn't want to focus.
Focus! Come on!
Oh well. There will be pictures of it at some point very shortly. Brand new path tag.
Our old tag. Our first tag.
Yeah.
We need to make another one for next year.
I've got that in my little path tag. I have a booklet of pages, like a coin collecting little booklet thing.
But yeah, we had both of the New Zealand Mega path tags.
We were thinking of like buying like a magnetic board, so you can just stick them on the magnetic board. Because initially I wanted to create a board myself with like drilling holes and all that stuff. I think Brent did that. It looks great, but then I was like, oh dear, I have to like align those holes exactly. And then
lazy sidekick.
but then we get this path tag from Joshua, which is a completely different shape, and I'm like, oh, but then that wouldn't. Oh man. So I think the magnetic board would probably be the best option.
Totally.
Yeah, the custom shaped path tags really kind of throw everything for a loop.
Yeah, fantastic. So yeah, that's just like come
it's
on.
so visually pleasing all around tags, and then there's like this square tag.
Yeah. These are these little ammo can path tag collecting things are pretty popular, but they are only round. If you do anything that's not quite, no room.
Yep, you can't stick a square one in there. You can try, but
count the square and circle. Put a circle and square.
I learned that as when I was 3. You know, there's always like the triangles and the squares and the circles.
Yeah, and you're like, oh. But the mega ones. That was the original one. Ooh. Okay,
yeah, all these 2020 branded things are
out
the window.
They're going to be like millions now.
Yeah, rare collectible stuff.
Yep.
That's the first one, and then this is the second one.
That one is pretty, the second one.
And it says in 2021.
Chris just asked if you've got the new NZ Mega 2020 tag there.
There you go, Chris.
Awesome.
Yeah. Go buy them. They're great. Whoop.
Wait. There it is.
Lady.
There's a good close-up.
How does it work?
Put a little bit of effort in.
21.
Share it. Oh,
Looks good.
Go to our Instagram page. We have proper pictures.
Instagram is the place to go for the photos.
Ooh,
yeah, Chris says, beautiful. It's beautiful. Geocacher Ken says, I'm supposed to be working right now. Don't tell my boss what I'm really doing. Well, now the world knows. Oh, Geo Jerry says, hi for a minute. Woo.
Hey. What up?
Oh, hey, Turtle Lady, Laddie, I hope I got that right. Must see more vids.
Pretty cool.
From who? From Cache the Line or the Curious Kiwis?
Maybe both. Maybe there should be both together. We'll see
Oh,
what happens.
oh.
Okay.
There's a lady in a costume. You always have questions.
I'm curious. Okay, I wanted to know: are you entering the gift next year? Because I saw that it came out that they're accepting gifts.
Yes, so they are doing the gift for next year for 2021. And possibly I have some ideas. I just gotta actually put my foot down and say, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's how I want to.
It's like, it's in that I want to, we'll see. But you can't just leave it. We'll see, because then it goes too late. You gotta do it.
You gotta
Or
start right now.
Yeah.
We're
not doing it?
We don't have time for it.
We're gonna do it. We don't have time.
We're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
How to pronounce it? GIF or GIF?
GIF. It's the GIF. I even have a how to pronounce to make sure you get it right. It's GIF.
Yeah, but he's GIF. He's not.
Does that mean you're a good Jeff?
Yeah, I think.
GIF. Could be. Should do how to pronounce my own name.
God, you know who the Wiggles. Wake up, Jeff! The Wiggles, the purple wiggle?
Oh, those puppets.
No.
Finger puppets.
No, there's like a kids group in Australia called the Wiggles, and they have like different colours. There's the yellow wiggle, and there's the purple wiggle, and the purple
You mean
wiggle.
the Teletubbies?
The purple wiggle was called Jeff, and Jeff was always asleep in the background, and everyone was like, and Jeff was like, yeah, I had a good childhood.
Well, there's something for YouTube.
Sounds like something I would do. Be asleep in the background.
Me too.
We have Jeff the giraffe from Toys R Us.
Oh, videos from
Oh,
both.
I love Toys R Us. We almost got kicked out of a motel when I was 5 in America because we were riding our scooters from Toys R Us around the balcony of the
We don't have Toys R Us here, right?
You don't have Toys R Us?
We did. Yeah. We always get pennies about 20 years after America, and then it disappears about a year later.
We're talking about the toy store, right?
Yes, the giant toy store. Yeah. No.
Toys, yeah. So it sounds like they experimented with having. See, the U.S. has Target as their big department store.
Yeah,
We have Target furniture, but it's like one shop.
Target.
Walmart. Walmart.
Yeah, the Target tried to open in Canada, and they had a few stores, and then I guess there was some kind of conflict with business or something, and they pulled out. So we have no more Targets. Sounds like the same thing happened with Toys R Us.
We love Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart and Target.
Walmart is everywhere.
We're talking though, the first time I walked into the Walmart and saw a gun case there.
Oh, the guns, yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
more at the moment. I was shocked.
They will sell anything.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have a special license to even walk into a gun shop.
And it's like next to the Disney towels.
Yeah, and then umbrellas or something. I was like, oh, this is cute. Well, I'm out.
While you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's another slang to see if you got it, because we're rounding up to an hour. So let's see if you know this one. I kind of like this one too. Gizza. Gizza? Gizza?
Because I think that's a very Australian one as well. I think.
Gizza.
Gizza.
I can't even like. It doesn't sound like anything normal.
I don't think I've ever said it to you before. I think what you know is what I said to you.
Yeah. You're teaching me.
Have you walked out of the airport and I was like, sup, cuzzy?
Yeah, exactly.
You look scuts.
Before knowing you, I didn't know any New Zealand slang at all, even though I was in New Zealand before I knew you. But I thought actually, wow, that I thought they were not living in the urban areas and all that stuff. Like, like the Aboriginals in Australia.
There are Aboriginals that live in cities.
That's how people think from outside New Zealand, though. So you taught me.
Clearly, we're not marketing our country well enough.
No.
Well, here it is in a sentence. Can you giz a drink, bro?
It's a drink, bro.
Can you giz a drink, bro?
Can you get me a drink?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Get me.
Get me.
Get me. Get me.
Gizza.
Or give me.
Short for give me, yeah.
Yeah.
Very common in Kiwi English for multiple words to be shortened this way.
Yeah.
I know, just give me.
Is a drink.
Give me.
Is a drink.
Give me.
I like it because The Office made another variant popular. Beer me. Can you beer me a drink?
That is.
I thought that was neat.
Okay, I do wonder something. Chris, how does this work? I've only been inside one Walmart, but been to heaps of their car parks.
Heaps of their car parks. Maybe for geocaching.
LPCs, that's true. We in New Zealand, we barely have any LPCs at all. Like,
and we had one. We were like, we came to this fence park. We were like, oh, we know what this is. And it was so exciting. It was our 300th find.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You had 300 finds before you found an LPC?
Yeah. We had like none of them.
Wow.
And then we found one like the next week as well or something like that. We found like 2 in a row kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they're very uncommon here. Very, very uncommon.
Yeah. So a car park is usually not really a geocaching app.
No, not at all.
Well, you gotta change that. You gotta change that. Start going placing LPC skirt lifter caches.
We don't have skirts.
Go very wrong. People like,
That's the other thing that we call them here, because apparently it's not all that common out in some areas or something where the lampposts have that liftable skirt.
Indeed.
So like it's a yeah. Did you give that first LPC you found a favorite point?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Because it was our 300. We were like, this is amazing. I didn't even know these could be removed.
That's how LPCs end up with high favorite points.
Yeah, totally.
The first finds. Yep.
Dorks like us.
Skirt lifters.
That's so weird.
Well, it has been an awesome time to be able to actually finally chat with you in person. Even though my video is lagged, I don't know why, but
For us, you're like,
Yeah.
my video's lagged and your audio is kind of echoey. It's never perfect, you know.
It's only a lag of like maybe a third of a second. Like
Yeah.
it's not that bad. Plus your video quality is good, your audio quality is good, so it's not big of a deal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see. It improves. Do you watch Challenge Talk podcast? Because that's on the first Thursday of every month.
ooh. First Thursday.
I haven't watched it.
Just say yes, even if you don't.
Yeah. Yes. Woo! When we can.
Yeah. Well, I have 2 drinks, one for me and one for you. And so here's cheers to the Curious Kiwis.
Aw,
Cheers.
cheers. Ow.
Well, I do wonder though, is it LMP?
No, I think it's sweet tea. Is it sweet tea?
No, it is Bark's root beer today.
What?
I usually go with iced tea because I love the iced
Root
tea.
beer is non-alcoholic, eh?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
Wait, you saw
what?
it.
Root beer?
Is it?
There's another slang for you. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have root beer though, right?
Oh,
I think we have root beer. It's called what's that beer that I tried in New
Ginger
Zealand?
beer.
Ginger beer.
Ah, ginger beer. Yeah, it's got that like a bite to it, like a little bit of a kick as it goes down.
yeah.
It's that ginger. Yeah.
The first time I was in New Zealand, I didn't know of the existence of ginger beer. And the first time here in New Zealand, I was with my brother here, and after like the first day, we were like, oh, it was a hot day, so we were like, oh, we love a beer. In the Netherlands, if you want beer, you just go to the supermarket, you get the beer, and that's it. Here, apparently, in the supermarket, the beer department is a separate department kind of thing. So we went into the supermarket and saw this beer on the shelf, and we bought it, and we drove to our camping site, and we opened it at the campfire, like legit, like expecting beer. And that first sip, I was like, because it's just like,
It's nasty.
well, probably like root beer, I suppose.
But when you're expecting an actual beer, it's like,
Yeah,
Ginger beer. It's like beer that's gone bad. Is that even possible?
I mean,
Yeah.
ginger ale. ginger ale is alright, but ginger beer for some reason I can't handle it. And
It's pretty much the same, isn't it?
it kind of tastes like Dr. Pepper a little bit.
Yeah, it was really odd, especially if you're expecting a beer and we're like, this is New Zealand beer.
It's not.
We make jokes from the Western world.
So root beer, you don't have root beer.
No.
Wow. Okay, well that's something you'll have to try when you come to North America, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I loved about America is every fast food restaurant always had tea because they had like tea is not, like Coke, Sprite, blah blah blah, and tea,
Right.
tea.
So your iced tea, is it sweetened or not unsweetened?
We have both, but they don't have it in restaurants.
Right. Okay, so if you go to a restaurant and you order iced tea, you will get cold tea.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be a Canada thing. It must be a Canada thing.
Yeah, in America, I mean, even if you go into a restaurant and ask for cold tea, they'd be like,
Yeah.
What?
If you order an iced tea in the Netherlands, though, you just get an iced tea, like Lipton.
If you go to a
Lipton
cafe,
iced tea.
they'll make you an iced tea. But if you go to a restaurant or like McDonald's or whatever, they'd be like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Don't you want a tea with ice in it? What?
You want a tea with your burger? What?
Yeah, no, every time I go to the US, I have to remember that. You have to order sweetened tea.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet tea or something like
I
that.
had it all the time. It was great. I love it.
And usually what they'll do is they'll just have like a Nestea, like a bottle of sweetened iced tea.
Yeah.
It's never like on tap that is like it is in Canada.
Yeah, totally. It's so interesting.
Wow. So we're close on so many things, but no, we've still got some divides.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm just happy we don't have Beverly here.
Ooh. If you've ever been to Epcot, you know what that is.
Beverly.
Yeah. And Cash Canada says ginger beer is gross. Karen loves it.
I just can't do it. Ginger ale, I like.
I don't know because an ale and a beer is basically the same kind of thing. So I don't know what the difference between a ginger beer and a ginger ale is.
Ginger ale isn't alcoholic.
No, neither is a ginger beer. Is it?
Oh man.
Chris even said that he remembers being in Vancouver for Canada Day and the Canadians drank them dry. I guess the Molson sponsored party and the Canadians drank them dry.
Is it a
Canadians can drink beer. Molson Canada. It's another beer brand, yeah. Sweet tea at Chick-fil-A is the best. We don't have Chick-fil-A in Canada either. I think there was something about Chick-fil-A opening in Canada, but
and I think we
other
tried it here too, but we always get like, oh, this is opening, and then it never opens. But we had Taco Bell.
Yes. Oh, they're not worldwide.
Hold up for a minute. Go.
Back in a second, I'm bleeding.
Bleeding?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Go! I don't want to look at it. Oh, no.
That might be a good cue to call it. I gotta have my lunch. You gotta have your breakfast. Have you had breakfast yet?
I've had breakfast, and I'm glad I had breakfast before I saw that. It's like dripping down his leg. I don't know what he even did. What a moron.
Yesterday, and I touched it again, and it opened.
Oh, that's a good time to call cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt.
We always believe when we go geocaching, so.
You always believe.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming on the show. It was fun to have you and to catch up on everything that's happening because we're on the other side of the world and things are the same everywhere. But hope you guys get out caching again, get some fresh air, and enjoy that. Yeah. So thanks. And so if you haven't subscribed, then hit the subscribe button in the corner. Check out the Curious Kiwis, their channel. Maybe I'll add them up there somewhere after this is done with the live. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Had to get that in there. So thanks again for watching, everybody in chat. Thank you for being here, and we will see you in the next video, which will be coming up very soon, at least on my channel.
Oh, burn. Bye.
All right. Thanks for watching, and we will see you later. Starting soon. That's the wrong one.
Round 2.
Ending.
Thanks.